In the animal kingdom, intelligence isn't about brute strength, it's about strategy, cunning, the ability to adapt. The wolf doesn't overpower its prey with sheer force. It observes, it strategizes, it waits for the opportune moment. Humans in their own concrete jungle are no different. Most people try to look smart. They preen, they boast, they clamor for attention. But true intelligence, like the wolf stalking its prey, lies in mastery. Mastery of the mind. Today we'll break down 8 powerful Stoic lessons that will make you the smartest person in any room. Now, let's begin. We have 2 ears and 1 mouth, so we can listen twice as much as we speak, said Epictetus. And he was right. Watch a pride of lions. They don't roar incessantly, do they? They observe. They wait. They absorb the information around them. The young, impetuous lion might charge in, driven by instinct, but the leader, the intelligent one, assesses the situation first. Smart people don't rush to speak. They listen. They analyze. They absorb information like a sponge. The fool speaks first, driven by ego and the need to impress. But the wise, they wait. They observe the room, the subtle cues in body language, the ebb and flow of conversation, the dynamics of power. Think of a panther stalking its prey. It doesn't make a sound. It moves with quiet grace, every sense alert, every movement calculated. It doesn't announce its presence. It waits for the precise moment to strike. That is the power of silence. Speak less, observe more. That is the way of the wise. In the wild, a display of fear can be fatal. A gazelle that panics at the first sign of a predator becomes an easy target. The same principle applies to us. A man who cannot control his emotions, who wears his heart on his sleeve, will always be controlled by others. Anger, frustration, excitement, these are primal instincts hardwired into our DNA. But when you let them dictate your actions, you expose your weaknesses. You become predictable, easily manipulated. The Stoic, however, understands the power of emotional control. He recognizes that emotions, while powerful, can cloud judgment and lead to rash decisions. He doesn't deny his emotions, but he doesn't let them control him. He observes them, acknowledges them, and then chooses how to respond. Imagine a great oak standing firm in a raging storm. Its branches may sway, its leaves may tremble, but its trunk remains strong and unyielding. That is the Stoic approach to emotions. Remember, the one who controls himself controls the room. The animal kingdom is a symphony of communication, but rarely is it through brute pronouncements. A subtle gesture, a shift in posture, a look in the eye, these convey volumes. We humans, however, often get caught in the trap of trying to impress with our words, to assert our dominance through declarations. But the truly intelligent understand that knowledge is often gained not by speaking, but by asking. Instead of making statements, ask questions. What makes you say that? How did you come to that conclusion? What would happen if we tried it differently? Questions are powerful tools. They shift the dynamic of a conversation. They force others to articulate their thoughts, to reveal the logic or lack thereof behind their beliefs. By asking questions, you not only gather information, but you also guide the conversation. Master the art of asking the right questions, and you master the art of persuasion. In the animal kingdom, battles are often won before they even begin. A display of dominance, a warning growl, a flash of teeth, these signals communicate a clear message. Don't waste my time, and I won't waste yours. Humans, however, can be a stubborn lot. We engage in arguments that lead nowhere, debates that devolve into shouting matches, all for the sake of ego, of proving a point. But the wise man knows that true strength lies in knowing when to disengage. A fool argues to win, to assert his intellectual superiority, to feed his ego. A wise man knows that some battles are not worth fighting. He recognizes that arguing with someone who is emotionally driven, irrational, or simply unwilling to listen is like trying to reason with a raging bull. It's a pointless exercise in futility. Sometimes, the smartest move is to simply walk away, to disengage from the pointless argument, to refuse to be drawn into the drama. It's about conserving your energy for battles that matter, for discussions that have the potential for growth and understanding. Remember, the goal is not to win every argument, but to live a life of purpose and meaning. A herd of zebras faced with a charging lion will scatter in panic, but the lion itself, it remains calm, focused, its instincts honed by generations of survival. It doesn't panic, it doesn't second-guess itself, it acts. Pressure is a fact of life, as inevitable as the changing seasons. It comes in many forms: deadlines, difficult conversations, unexpected challenges. And when it hits, most people crumble. They panic, they make rash decisions, they lose sight of their goals. But the smartest man, he remains composed. Marcus Aurelius, the Stoic emperor, once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events." Realize this and you will find strength. These words, etched in stone centuries ago, hold a powerful truth. Our reactions to pressure are a choice. When you allow yourself to be consumed by pressure, you relinquish control. You become reactive instead of proactive, driven by fear instead of logic. But when you stay calm, you tap into a reservoir of inner strength. You think clearer. You see opportunities where others see only obstacles, and you make decisions that lead to favorable outcomes. That is intelligence in action. The octopus, that master of disguise, doesn't reveal its full arsenal of tricks unless absolutely necessary. It holds back, observing, adapting, waiting for the perfect moment to deploy its most potent weapons. It understands that true power lies in strategic revelation, in keeping your opponent guessing. Humans, however, often fall into the trap of oversharing. We feel the need to impress others with our knowledge, to prove our worth by displaying our intellectual wares. But the wise man knows that knowledge is power, and like all forms of power, it must be wielded judiciously. A fool dumps all his knowledge onto the table, hoping to dazzle and amaze. He mistakes information for intelligence, forgetting that true wisdom lies in knowing what to reveal and what to conceal. The wise man, on the other hand, holds back. He reveals only what is necessary, when it is necessary, and to whom it is necessary. When you hold back, when you keep some of your knowledge in reserve, you create an aura of mystery, of unfathomable depth. People can't predict your next move. They can't counter your strategy if they don't know what you're capable of. Remember, true intelligence isn't about showing off what you know, it's about knowing when to show it. The chameleon doesn't fight the changing colors of its environment, it adapts to them. It blends in, becomes one with its surroundings, ensuring its survival in an ever-changing world. This, in essence, is the heart of true intelligence: adaptability. We often think of intelligence as a fixed trait, something we're born with. But true intelligence is not about knowing all the answers. It's about knowing how to adapt to new information, to adjust our strategies when circumstances change, to thrive in the face of uncertainty. The world is a dynamic, ever-evolving entity. What worked yesterday might not work today, and what works today might be obsolete tomorrow. The ability to adapt, to learn from our mistakes, to embrace new ideas, that's what separates the truly intelligent from the rest. When the situation changes, adjust your strategy. Don't cling to outdated methods or refuse to acknowledge new realities. Be like water, flowing around obstacles, adapting to the shape of its container. When you're wrong, admit it fast and move forward. Don't be afraid to say, "I was wrong," or "I don't know." The only shame is in clinging to outdated beliefs or refusing to acknowledge your own fallibility. Those who adapt win. Those who refuse stay stuck. In the grand tapestry of the natural world, the most formidable creatures are not always the biggest or the strongest. They are the ones with the sharpest instincts, the most adaptable minds, the unwavering resilience to weather any storm. At the end of the day, intelligence isn't about big words or complicated ideas. It's not about degrees or accolades or the number of books you've read. It's about mental strength. It's about the ability to stay calm when everyone else is panicking, to think clearly when chaos reigns, to make the tough decisions when it matters most. The smartest person in the room isn't the loudest, the one craving attention, or the one desperate to prove their worth. It's the one who exudes a quiet confidence, a deep well of inner strength that doesn't need external validation. This is what Stoicism teaches us, that true strength lies not in physical prowess or intellectual superiority, but in mastering the mind. In the great game of life, if you want to be the smartest person in the room, speak less, observe more, control your emotions, and adapt fast. These are not just tactics, they are reflections of a mind that is in control. But most importantly, master your mind, because the man who controls himself controls the world. If this video gave you value, subscribe to AREV for more powerful Stoic wisdom. Remember, true intelligence isn't about impressing others. It's about becoming unstoppable. See you in the next one.